Welcome back for the final section of our 10-day trip around Iceland's Ring Road. On day 8, we woke up to the warmest weather of our entire trip. We started the day with a hike right off our campsite to the top of the 330-foot ridge to take in the view of Asbyrgi's horseshoe-shaped canyon. We really enjoyed this peaceful hike. Following the hike, we headed to VT Crater, which was formed by a massive eruption in 1724. Right next to VT is a large power plant that uses geothermal energy. This is considered Iceland's largest power station and can produce up to 500 gigawatts of electricity. Our next stop was Myvatn's geothermal area. Here you will find bubbling mud pots, steamy fumaroles, and beautifully colored mineral soil. This area is very unique as it is barren of any vegetation due to gases being released, but be prepared for the strong rotten egg smell that might make you gag. We then headed down the street to relax at the Myvatn Baths. There are 2 pools, a swim-up bar, and a steam room that we were able to enjoy. We had a quick stop at Grjotagja to see a small cave that is famous for its scene in the Game of Thrones, and then took in the sights around Myvatn Lake. We then stopped right off the Ring Road to take in the beautiful Godafoss Waterfall before heading into Akureyri to camp for the night. On day 9, we woke up and drove into town to explore the city of Akureyri. We visited the church, the town, and then the local park. We then headed 40 minutes north to visit the beer spa. We started our visit in their outside hot tubs before being shown to our private room. We had unlimited beer on tap during our 25-minute beer bath. After the bath, we relaxed in the meditation room before getting back on the road. We stopped at Raudfeldsgja Waterfall and then drove to our campsite for the night. On day 10, we headed for the Snaefellsnesvegur Peninsula. Our first stop was Kirkjufellsfoss. We missed the view of the mountain due to the weather, but it was still a beautiful stop. We then stopped and hiked out to Selvallafoss before visiting the Murals of Hellissandur. Was the Saxholl Crater. We climbed the stairs to the top for a spectacular 360-degree view of the crater and the surrounding area. We continued around the peninsula to Djupalonssandur Beach. We hiked down the pebble pathway to the beautiful black sand beach and the interesting lava rock formations. The sand is sprinkled with debris from an old shipwreck. We made a quick stop at the lighthouse, visited Londrangar, and then we stopped at the town of Arnar Stapi, where we crossed the stone bridge and took in the sights of the coast. Following lunch, we checked out the local seals and then hiked into Raudfeldsgja Gorge. Gerduberg Cliffs. We hiked to the top of the basalt columns to take in the view before heading to camp for the evening. Day 11 was our last full day in Iceland. We woke up early and headed back towards the Golden Circle. We stopped at Geysir Hot Springs area to check out the mud pots and Hverir Geyser, which spouts out water into the air every few minutes. We then headed to Gulfoss to check out the powerful waterfall before joining our snowmobiling excursion. After a 30-minute ride in the monster bus, we loaded up on gear and headed towards our snowmobiles. We rode out onto a glacier in the middle of nowhere where we took a short break before riding back to the bus. After our excursion, we headed to our campground and prepared for our trip home the following morning. Until next time, Iceland.